Good evening. My name is Bill Gilles. I live in Stillwater, and I have one daughter in she's at Stone Ridge, and I got a couple more coming up behind in ECFE right now. Gosh, school boards are important. They're like corporate boards or boards of regents, and they have a lot of power, and they're really important, but not really. Because really, what boards do, the most important thing they do, is to determine the executive leadership. You've probably heard of Tim Cook. You probably couldn't name a single board member of Apple. You probably know who the president of the University of Minnesota is. Right now, my name is Brudix, but I think he was the last one. But you probably can't name any regents. All that to say that the most important thing that reflects a board and its leadership is who they put in charge as their executive, in this case, the superintendent. So I wrote a big, long speech today that's about 3 pages long, and it was really cathartic, so I'm not going to bother going through it all today. I'll just kind of summarize my points. But when I moved into the district, my first interaction was the levy. I believe it was in 2012. And I just remember the threats that were made if we didn't pass the levy. Services would be cut. Schools would be closed. The very time-space continuum would be ripped apart as Fridays would be eviscerated from the calendar. I didn't know you had that power. But that was part of it, that at least Fridays as a school day would have gone away had we not approved that levy. Well, this district approved the levy. And Fridays, thankfully, are still here. I like Fridays. And now, or shortly after, my trust in the district went away, and I feel like I was duped. We went from promises that no school closures to 3 school closures. And then there was community outrage at it. There was majority speakers at events. The district itself took a poll asking what the community thought about closing those schools. And the community and our voices were ignored, and the closures went on anyway. So as any citizen can, I encourage my friends and neighbors to vote out that last board and board majority. Took a couple of cycles. I like most of you guys. I really do. But let me cycle back. Boards aren't really that important. What's important is the person you put in charge. And unfortunately, I feel like we have split leadership in this district, and I want to encourage the board to take that next step and put in place new district leadership. Thank you.